guys, what's happening? I trust all is well. Welcome to Speak Up or Shut Up. I'm your host, Steven Sears. Going to be keeping you company for a little bit over the next couple of minutes here on our wonderful episode of Speak Up or Shut Up. If you have not clicked like on the pages yet, run across the Facebook, run a search for Speak Up or Shut Up, click like, and you can leave a comment on the various topics, or you can share with your friends and family. Let's have a conversation. On this episode, I'm going to be talking about bleaching. That's right. I am going to be talking about bleaching, or what some persons term as toning. The quick synopsis, let me give you a quick definition. If you don't know what bleaching is, it's primarily using a variety of chemicals. There are different chemicals that you use to basically kill the pigments in your skin so that you look a few shades lighter, or you look kind of Caucasian at the end, depending on how you intensify the application and so forth. Not like I know, I have not been bleaching. I'm Sapodella Brown. Alright, so last week I saw a very interesting documentary on Facebook that got me so worried. It was about Jamaicans. Find pleasure is like a regular thing, you know, when it comes to bleaching. And some persons use home remedy like the TCB, the hair straightening products, mix that with something else, rub it onto their skin, and then plastic wrap it, so and they leave it overnight and so on. And even one of the persons who's using the home remedy talked about her skin cracking and all these stuff. But what leads people, specifically Africans, going into that direction of looking lighter? And it has a lot of reasons and things behind it, but we're gonna break it down. And remember, all of this is just my opinion, which I'm entitled to, and you can share it, your comments right below. What are your thoughts? So based on research, the bleaching products or toning products are sold widely among the Africans. And I'm talking, if you talk about Afro-Guyanese and so on, yes, Afro-Guyanese, Black Jamaicans, forgive me for the terms I'm using, all right? I'm going to use black and white. Now, in Africa, a lot of bleaching cream is being sold. They come in different colors, different shades. Man, if you want to look white in one day, you can literally get that done, all right? But to what cost? Sometime back on a previous episode, I talked about primarily 4 institutions that your child or you grew up in. The first one is home, your immediate environment. You learn from your parents, you learn from your auntie, uncle, people who are around you. That's how we develop our speech and so forth. And then the second one would be your society or neighborhood, wherever you meet people, you interact with people, you constantly learn. And then there's a spiritual institution too, religious, which builds our morals and values to a great extent. As we're talking about the mosques, temples, churches, and so on, whether it be you're a Hindu, a Muslim, a Christian. And of course, the final one is the formal institution, where you go to learn academics and pre-vocational subjects and so forth like that, right? So generally, those institutions make up who you are. But then let's look at it really quick. As a black man, and I want you to soak this in properly, I want it to be soaked in properly. As a black man, you find it very difficult to have equal opportunities as compared to a lighter shade of person or a Caucasian person, a white person. It's a proven fact. Black people generally have to work twice as hard, whether it be in athletics, whether it be in academics, science, anything. It seems as if black people have to work twice and thrice as hard. But let's look at it really quick. Now, some of what we're experiencing today, or the repercussions that we're experiencing and seeing in our society today when it comes to bleaching, has a lot to do with primarily those 4 pillars of education. Well, let's look at it really quick. If you take a child, and I saw this already on Facebook, I'm a big fan of social media by the way, I saw this already on Facebook. They asked the child, a black girl, which dolly is prettier, the black one or the white one? She reached out for the white. When asked, why did you choose the white? Because she's prettier. We're treating, she's a child and we should not bash her for it, but we're treating being white or light skin or Caucasian as beauty. God in himself made us in his own likeness. If he wanted all of us to be white, he would have made us that way. But he added variety on the face of this earth. Some of us are yellow, some of us are black, some of us are white, some of us are dingy. But that's another story by itself. Just to add a little humor there. But we should be proud of who we are despite whatever complexion. I should not feel less of a person if I am dark, if I am black. In fact, I should be proud of myself knowing who I am and God created me in his own likeness. But maybe that's a result. I'm saying that as a result of my upbringing, my spiritual upbringing and so forth. But let's move aside from that, aside from having self-esteem and so on. If you have two dark-skinned girls and one light-skinned girl walking down the road, and you have a group of guys there, maybe a chicken stack bar or someplace like that, a lot of the guys are likely going to seep off the lighter-skinned girl. Why? Because apparently they see beauty in that. The black girls then, oh, my friend have soft hair and whatever and stuff like that, I'm going to go and put in an extension. I'm going to do a little boob job, or maybe I'm going to buy a booty pop and stuff like that. So you find a lot of our black sisters today now are trying to compete with them. But while they are competing with the Caucasian or the lighter skinned people, the lighter skinned people now are trying to look like the black people. You get where I'm coming from? You get where I'm coming from, right? They're gonna go and tan, and they're gonna go and do this and that. They're gonna go and get a boob job and a butt job and this job and all sorts of things just to look like the Africans, like the black people. Listen, this thing is simple. Accept yourself for who you are. Accept yourself as a white person, a black person, as a dingy person, as a yellow person, whoever you are. You should be proud of it because God has made you in his own likeness. But I must say that we have gone to an extreme when it comes to wanting to look like other people or wanting to be appreciated more in society. It says a lot about how our society and our structures and these pillars are somewhat failing, and there's more work that we need to do. When you look at a dating scenario, a lot of the dark guys, the black guys, they like lighter skinned girls. A lot of the lighter skinned women go for the dark guys. I mean, there's nothing wrong with interracial. Being interracial, I think it's good. But why should we compete at the end of the day? The bottom line when it comes to bleaching is that you have to make a choice whether it is that you're going to go ahead with it or not. You know, generally, some persons become very addictive to bleaching because they might go a shade lighter and they want to see how far they can go and all these things, and they end up making a mess of themselves, of their skin. There's some serious repercussions when it comes to it, and you have to be very careful. Specifically the women I'm talking to, specifically the women. But I'm not saying or giving an excuse that men are not bleaching. Men are bleaching. There are some men out there that are bleaching, right? Skin cancer. You see a lot of people with some dark spots on their skin. That's as a result. So let me tell you a quick story. Quite interesting and funny one. There's a popular character here in London, a person that went to the United States during the summer. And it's good. That's good. I was very, very happy. You know, you should definitely see the world. If you can travel, go to Japan, China, Germany, wherever it is, travel and see the world. But everybody knows that if you go to the United States during the summer, it's extremely hot in some states. And of course, that heat wave is far higher than what some of us or Guyana experiences on a normal basis throughout the year. So my good friend, she came back to Guyana in September, sometime in September, spent about 2 months there. When she came back, she was far lighter than I was. In fact, she was blonde, that was one, and she was like 50 shades lighter. I was like, wow.
Bye, Felicia. Stay in school, kids.
So I was like, okay, all right, this don't add up. People, it don't add up. Here why it don't add up. You know, during the winter, if you go, because there's not much sunshine and whatever science that goes with it, the place is very, very cold. You're likely going to come, and because you spend a lot of time indoors, you will come back a little bit lighter and so on. But there's no way, there's no way you're going to go to the United States during the summer, come back in September and be 50 shades lighter. It doesn't add up. She's bleaching. So the thing is, guys, you have to know whatever works for you, but I'm encouraging you to be proud of who you are. Accept yourself for who you are. And trust me, you're gonna go far away in life. Alright, that ends our edition of Speak Up or Shut Up. Ensure you have a blessed night, guys. And remember, run a search on Facebook for Speak Up or Shut Up. Click like on the page and leave a comment. Let's have a discussion. Be good to yourself. Have a good night. One love. Goodbye for now.